Hey guys, welcome back. This is part two of questions. I'm asking Ilham questions. He's asking me questions about our experiences in China and in the US. Part two. Let's not be long-winded, my friend.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Oh,
so
you're next.
No, you. No, it's your turn.
It's my turn. All right. Let's see. Question: which country has the best food?
South Africa, number one. Okay, I'm gonna literally put it out there. Are we talking South Africa? Do you want me to put it on the list? It's South Africa. Number two, I'm not even going to front. 2, China. 3, US. Okay. The reason why I scored it that way or I rated it that way is obviously I'm gonna be biased. 1, duh. But 2, our food is so rich and organic. We still have organic food, which is great and which is what a lot of people who go to South Africa appreciate. It's cooked and you can tell pepper. So our food is great. China, it's nice. The problem with China is sometimes you don't even know what you're eating. You must just pray that hopefully I'm not eating a bowl of cancer. I'm kidding. But the food there is great, but obviously you have to buy it at certain places where it's not so, I don't know, mass marketed or mass produced or something. Oh, that's the word I was looking for earlier. But anyway, mass produced or whatever. But I love the food in China, not gonna lie. Frogs and all. Haven't had a dog.
The frogs in China are off the hinges.
I haven't had a rat, but I had a frog and everything else. But yeah, here the problem I have with the US is the spices, and I think it's just too much GMO. It's just too much.
You can taste it.
You can taste the not authenticness of something. You know what I mean? And that's the problem that I have here. I don't really enjoy food as much as I did in South Africa and in China. But the food is edible, you know what I mean? It's not like I'm saying, oh, whatever, no. I'm just saying rate-wise, it would fall at number 3 because the taste, I'm not so fond of the taste. And the spices are not so strong, We have those Raja spices and Robertsons and
6 guns.
6 guns, man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Those things that aromate, those things that bring food to life.
Cha.
Don't get me started.
Okay.
But yeah, that's how I rate myself.
There's something I wanted to say.
I forgot, right? Don't say it. Don't say it. Okay. Next, where would you prefer to raise your children?
South Africa. South Africa. But actually, I'm going to say this. Okay, I'm going to be long-winded. Because all the places have their advantages and their disadvantages. That's the thing.
That's right, yeah.
South Africa, because we've got family there, and I want my kids to understand Sotho and Zulu and this multilingualism that we have, that just where language comes to you passively. You don't actively have to learn that aspect. And just like how we are as a people, I think we are great people.
I think so too.
So that's South Africa. And there are a lot of other social issues that South Africa, number 1, for raising kids. Then here, resources, chief, there's too much resources. So here it's easy to raise kids. Very easy. There's everything if you want it, you get it. You want to raise your kid to be an engineer, you can start them from now. The resources are there. You just have to have money, But all of it is there. Gymnastics, you name it, it's all there. You can make your kid anything you want. It's there. China would be the last place actually I want to raise my child in, unfortunately. Simply because there's only one race in China, and it's Chinese people. And your kid loses themselves in that. And I think that was one of the major reasons why we left China. Because Ulukile, first word, Chinese. And that was tough. She used to say to us, Khantang.
You used to understand her. I didn't understand her because my Chinese was so bad.
It was crazy. Like, you couldn't say to Ulukile, sit down, and she'd understand you. No, you never need to say Zosha to your child, black child. I was like, no. Okay, she's not black, she's brown. We're gonna get into that conversation. But that was the tough thing.
Yeah.
What is it?
I think also when she started to have communication with other Chinese kids, and then they started saying
things that are nice,
not nice, and she understood the language, and she would say it. And she was my child was 2 at the time, remember? And she would say these things, and it was just that's when I was just like, it's not worth it.
Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah, that was the toughest part.
Yeah. So.
But I would have still wanted, if it wasn't like that, if it wasn't those kinds of things, I would have loved for her to grow up in the society. Because when you think about it, Ulukile learned so much in those 2 years. She learned how to literally draw, write. She could say a whole book of fruits and all of these things at 2. There was so much that she learned, and the way they teach, I also appreciate. I think that's where also I took my teaching style. That part I really miss for that. I would want her to learn how that's done, because it's different for all 3 countries. Here it's more laid back because everything is given to you. Practically, there's just so much. There you have to learn and apply yourself. Even at that young age, you apply yourself, which is why I think she's the way she is, because we never stopped using the methods they use. But yeah.
It's me?
Yeah.
All right. Gangamela himself. Okay. Most exotic food in America and in China.
Exotic food for me and that I liked is that thing in
I don't know what it's called. We'll put the picture. It's got holes.
The one that I liked. Lotus root.
Yeah. But you know what, ne? What I found funny about China and the food in China, some of the things that we throw away in South Africa, we cut them off this plant. We're like, throw this one away. Don't eat that part of the plant.
Yeah, they
ate those kinds of things.
Everything.
Everything. The lotus
root was bomb. I've never had that in my life. And the thing they used for the chips, that green thing. That not the green thing. That
that was also a root.
That is a root. It was some kind of root, but the roots, whatever roots. I loved the roots in China. Exotic here, none. Next question.
Is you?
How is the public transport?
Oh, South Africa public transport.
I must do better, guys. Bring back.
But let me tell you what's cool about South Africa. No, look, man. Let me tell you something. What's cool about South Africa? South Africa has got European tendencies, even in the hood. So, I know I'm going to be long-winded. Sorry, you guys are going to get used to me. Just now, a couple of days ago, we went to the supermarket down here, Walmart, and it was a tourist place. Hey man, and these tourists came up to us and they're like, "Where's the taxi rank? Ah, I lost my shirt! Oh my god! I almost kissed the lady. I had
I was like, taxi rank. She was looking for a taxi rank. She was from Ireland, and we had to burst her bubble. We're like,
There's
no,
no taxi rank in
call her Uber,
America.
man. Call her Uber.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, call her Uber.
They
You
will
know.
help out.
Yeah,
Like, you want that
but
taxi
let me
rank?
tell you, South African go to Europe, ask for a taxi rank,
Probably
you are
fine.
sorted. That's how it is. I was stoked for that because we have taxi rank, they have taxi rank. Best transport, China.
By far. By
There are 1 million bicycles in
listen,
Beijing.
you go anywhere with
That's
whatever.
a fact.
Listen, China, you did it.
Yeah,
You
transport
did
in
it.
China is
Efficient as hell.
outside of this world crazy.
in China. When you look at it's a public bicycle, Baba. Get on the subway for like
One kwai is like what to the rent?
Isn't it 2.5?
Like 2.5, yeah.
Oh, 2.5 right now.
This is like better than how train, my friend. You're paying
Yeah.
250. That's the thing.
Mm.
You know?
How train is not a thing, guys.
Yeah,
It's not a
how
thing.
train.
It should not be luxury. It should not be there.
Yeah. How train needs to be
It shouldn't.
expropriated into the gases, you know?
Yeah.
But that's a story for another day. You know, it shouldn't be. How train, we must talk about these issues.
Yeah.
Gauteng cannot be exclusive to the people that live in Sentin and whatever places.
Otherwise, they should just make subways for the rest of the
Yeah, we
You
should.
know what I mean?
We should.
Because it's
Boo,
such
me
a
and you
nice
are
thing.
gonna build subways.
Okay.
All right. So subways, you get on it, and when you get to the next place, it gives you options all the time. Of you can use a bicycle, you can use, and then there's these things called modi modi.
I liked them in the beginning
Modi modi.
because they are.
But modi modi is brah. Hey, that thing is wild. And modi modi is wild because there's no fixed rates.
They
You
look
have
at you
to-
and they charge you
They
by
look
the
at you by the looks, Baba. You look American, they'll charge
pay
you
by
like
the dollar.
by the dollar, yeah, like 6 kwaitens to $6. That's what they do. And then they had Didi,
Which is the taxi.
which is like the equivalent version of Uber. So public transport in China,
I think they
amazing.
even went to South Africa. I don't know how good they're doing.
What Didi?
Didi is in South Africa,
Didi,
bro.
Didi was cool, bro. Let me tell you what. On Didi, if you get
on the first class Didi, you can buy a bottle and drive in style. Drink when you get when you're going. Yeah, but you can order as you are on the thing. You order, you say like, yo, I'll have like a bottle of Chardonnay, Tapa, Moscato, you know, yeah. Yeah, South Africans would love that service. If you're listening to me and you got that idea in China, put alcohol in the cab. Yeah, the cab. The mobile app. When you do that thing, call me. You need to cut me like 20% because I give you the idea.
Let's move on.
Okay.
But yeah, you're saying the transportation hands down
China. Then in America, unfortunately, this is unfortunate. I live in Orlando. I think Orlando. Really? Orlando.
Orlando.
I live in Orlando. Yeah.
Hangover.
When I get to South Africa, I'm gonna be like, yo man, when are we going to Orlando? And people are gonna look at me like Orlando. So I live in Orlando, and public transport in Orlando is terrible.
Yes.
When you come, if you ever come, apparently in Miami is better. Miami is up the road. Miami. You know, sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Miami.
It's not Miami. Come on now. It's like
Yeah, Miami sense, man.
it grinds me.
Right. But in Orlando, public transport is terrible. you need to rent a car or know me, and I have to be off work, and I'll come pick you up, and we'll do the South African thing. But the party scene is not so cool because we need to lock the doors at 2 o'clock when the party starts.
It's not popping. Like Orlando is for us people who are retired. I have
me,
retired
I'm just starting
from the party scenes. You know, the Miamis, the Fort Lauderdales, those ones we have retired. We are now settling here in good old Orlando retirement, and yeah. But yeah, public transport here sucks, really.
Me, I want to party.
Yeah, well, till 1:30 or 2 o'clock, that's all you getting.
All right.
Yes, you next.
Is it me?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, I can't read your handwriting. You write like a doctor.
What can South Africans learn from your experience?
Ooh, why do you have to be like so educational?
Because, man, these people are spending their money, their time to watch us. Data is not cheap.
Okay, all right. My experiences, Ross. What can you learn from it? I had fun in China. I had fun in America, and I'm having a different kind of fun because now I'm a wife, I'm a mother, and I have retired. Put my jersey. I hung my jersey. But it's like good times, you know. You go to a different country, any country, I think, is just for you to experience the best parts of it, you know. Learn what you can about the language, learn as much as you can about the people's culture, because that's what I learned in China. The more you express like wanting to know about their culture, the more open they became. The more open they become to, you know, receptive to, oh, okay, come to my house, let's have tea, you know, and, you know, they become nicer. All right. And major similarities between the two countries or three countries, if you want to include South Africa.
Major
Similani.
major similarities, I would say, between China and America, it's like how driven they are to succeed, you know. Just that the level of drive is outside this world crazy.
Yeah.
And everywhere, you know, the government, the people, you know, and they execute like
execution, man. Execution.
Those are the major similarities, I would say, is the level of drive that these two countries have is out of this world crazy. Differences, culture, you know, the differences is the culture. And in our last video we spoke about culture, but the culture is the major difference, you know. Again, I found out something shocking. A lot of Americans like are very private, very, very private. And then that's the major difference, where like South Africans not so private. Yeah, we hug everyone. China also the same. It's just that they are reserved at first, but once they get to know you,
yeah,
we're together.
Friends.
Yeah. So
no, it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. I was gonna throw some shade. All right. Say a phrase that you need to get around. Like if you come to America, you need to say this and you'll be fine. And a phrase that you say in China, and if you say that, you'll be fine. And a phrase in South Africa, if you say that, you're good. You have to learn this one phrase.
In America, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, you need to appreciate,
You need to appreciate
Americans and tip them.
And
That's appreciation.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
In China, Timbudong. Timbudong, I understand. I hear you, but I don't understand.
Yeah.
In South Africa.
I knew it.
No brainer. Obviously.
No.
No.
I would say in America, if you want to get around in America, don't say excuse me. They won't hear you. You need to say quick question. Somebody who pay attention to you. Don't come here bougie or whatever. Like, you need to say, if you need somebody's attention, quick question.
Quick question.
Yeah. If you don't say quick question, they find it intimidating. I don't know, but quick question. Come to America, say quick question. Trust me. Thank me later. China. Timbudong. Is that ma? This is the last question. Wow, we're almost done. Wow. Hey, money. Where is the best place to
China.
stretch?
Is that UN, man?
Yeah.
Okay. China's affordable. Listen, online shopping in China is the best thing, man. I like online shopping because also you didn't pay a lot of things. Like you didn't pay
Tax.
the taxes were not so high. Like you didn't have like insurance for everything. Here there's like insurance for you, just like breathing and you need insurance. You're like sitting on this couch and you need insurance. Like you need insurance for this. You know, there's just insurance for every damn thing. Yeah. So it's very difficult
But
to
I must say,
stretch your money. But
in America you make a lot of money.
in America you make a lot of money based on women preference.
I prefer you.
Based on looks.
I prefer you.
Correct.
That's a trick question. I'm not going to answer that one.
You sure?
No, like I like black women. I like brown women. You know, I like the nyash. That's all I gotta say. I like women, Jay. Wabo. It don't matter what. If you got nyash,
I'm not type.
yeah, my type is nyash. In China, I was lonely. In China, nyash, baba, nyash. That's
Yeah,
my
it's difficult.
preference is nyash. If the woman has nyash, that's my preference. And Zoe grew a nyash, so
Thanks to the babies.
yes. Hey guys,
But yeah.
is that our last question?
Bye guys.
Don't forget to subscribe,
like,
hit
and
the bell,
my wine is done, so we need to go.
follow us.
Okay,
Follow-
bye.
Bye.
I don't know.